Yo, what is going on, guys? So today's video I'll actually be telling you how to get every single new booth in the new trading update inside of bladeball. So if you don't know, you can actually, if you run around right now, well, when this video is out, trading's probably out in the main game. However, if you run around, you can see a bunch of different people with all of these cool looking booths. This guy's a sci-fi one, this guy has like a don't really know how to describe, a pink one, I guess. Anyway, if we actually go to my booth, I have this booth here, and to actually equip the new booth, just go edit booth and you can see all the options, and I'll be telling you how to get every single booth. Yeah, so first off, you have the starter booth, which is this one right here. It is obviously just a normal basic one. You get this free when you join the game and you don't like get anything. However, next up we actually have a few more booths I'll go over on my ult, because these actually have the requirements, if that kind of makes sense. So my ult over here has unlocked 0 booths, and in order to actually unlock them, 3 of the boosts are super easy. So if you go edit booth, you can actually just buy them for coins. This one costs 10,000 coins, which is for ninja booth, and if you look at it, it looks kind of cool. There are different rarities for these booth. There's these 2 booths, which are the same color because they're super cheap. There's the frog booth, which is really dear. There's these 2 and these 2 down here, which I'll show later. However, right now we have a ninja booth, which is kind of boring. It has a couple ninja shurikens. However, it is like different from a normal one, so people will be able to see your shop more, or like the shop will stand out more than others. Yeah, now moving on, we have next booth, which is the sci-fi booth. It just costs 25k coins, and this one was what I showed earlier. Someone else had this, and 25k coins. I really like it because it like glows and stuff. However, I'm not here to like put my opinion, I'm just here to show you how to get them. And next up we have the 50,000 frog booth. Frog booth, yeah, that makes sense. And this one is pretty cute, I guess you could say. It's got like the little anime looking eyes on the frogs and stuff. This booth I thought was going to be a lot harder to get, but most of these free, like 100k and you get 3 booths. That simple. Although 100k in the main game is actually a fair bit. This is test server, so I'm pretty rich. But yeah, so those are all the basically free to buy booths. You have these 3 here. These 2 are by far the most common. You can see by the like blue background how the blue background is like kind of how they are common, and these 2 cost Robux, so they have different. Anyway, so now we will move on to the next booths. These 2 booths are the Queen and King booths. Now originally I thought you had to get specific swords for these. However, you just buy them for Robux, which is kind of underwhelming because like for Robux, I think you will eventually be able to buy them with tokens. However, currently you only buy them with Robux. You might be able to buy them with tokens. I feel like that'd be really cool because it's trading. However, they just cost 750 Robux each, which you can go ahead and buy. Now, this is not all the booths. They could be adding a lot more booths later on with a future update. However, currently there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 booths you can get, or 8 if you include the starter one. However, this is the Queen booth. Let me go ahead and equip it, and you get this one. Oh, this is the pink one that I saw earlier. Look at it. Look at how incredibly cool it looks. Yeah, so it turns out you don't actually have to spend 500,000 coins trying to buy the Queen, King, and dual royal blades, which I may or may not have done. However, now you can actually get a really cool pink Queen thing for 750 tokens or Robux, whatever they decide to do. And it works the exact same way for the King one. It is pretty much, and I failed to buy it. Well, it's kind of sad. So if you just go ahead and buy the King booth for 750 Robux, you can buy it just like so, and maybe equipped it. I don't know if it equipped it, but no, it didn't. Okay, yay, the King booth. Look at that gold, stunning, out of the world booth looking thing. My bad, I've waited so long for this trading update and it's finally here. Yeah, but this is the gold King booth. It definitely looks better than the Queen one. Yeah, this in my opinion is by far the best booth, is the frog one or the sci-fi. These Robux ones aren't actually the best. Like, I don't think I'll really the Robux ones kind of suck, which is a bit shocking. However, now we'll move on to the final 2 booths. Now these 2 booths are quite difficult. They are hard to get. As you see, they are locked. You do not know how to get them, but I do, because I have studied and looked into it, and it's my friend told me. However, you can actually get the serpent booth and eternal booth. Now I currently have both of these on this account, so as you see, I have the eternal and the serpent booth, and I'll show you how to get it right now. However, before we do, I don't think I've told you guys to like and subscribe this video, so go ahead and like subscribe if you like this video and stuff like this. So yeah, I feel like I forgot to mention that. Anyway, enough yapping. Let me show you how to get them. So these different color ones are the rarest, and they require specific swords to unlock. The eternal booth requires the most expensive sword I think there's ever been. This costs, and that is this one right here, with a wrap of 303 1,000 tokens, which is just crazy. Like, no one has sold this in so long, which is why it's not even a wrap up here. It is just a really limited sword. It costs so much, everyone wants it, and now everyone will want it even more because you need a booth to get it. However, if you do manage to get this sword, you will actually go ahead and unlock this booth, or so I believe. That's how I got it, or maybe I didn't. It might have been bugged, but that's how I unlocked my booth. And let me go ahead and show you. This is what it looks like. It is by far the best booth in the game, besides the next one I'll show. And as you see, it's got like the split here. This is the like dual eternal, and this is the other side of the duel. And if you look at swords, you have the heavenly sword and the devil's sword, which is what this is, the heaven sword. This is the like devil side of the booth, and this like the heaven side of the booth is like the devil sword and heaven sword make the internal pack, if that makes sense. Which is why it's like 999% sure it's this sword that you need to unlock it, or you somehow get it glitched into your inventory like mine happened, which is completely fine. And the final one is the serpent booth. Let me go ahead and show it. Oh, look at it. Look at that aura that surrounds it. It's all blue and stuff, and it has like a head on top. It's by far definitely the most like noticeable booth. Like, if you compare this one to the king's booth and frog booth, you can definitely pick out which booth like most people are going to go to. And in order to unlock this, you actually need the rarest serpent sword in the game, which I actually have. This sword is a serpent sickle, which actually doesn't pop up, but I actually managed to get this main game, which is really lucky because this was in the first ever serpent event like 8 months ago with a 1% chance. So I'm actually going to go to main game and show you the sword that you need. Yeah, so I'm actually in the main game. You can see it right here. This is the serpent sickle that you will need. I don't actually remember how you get it. I'll literally drop. Yeah, so this was like first ever unique boss drop sword. If you know, we've had a bunch of like portals open where you fight the boss and get swords, and this was the first ever 1% really rare sword that I somehow managed to get on like my third go, which is really good. So this sword already is like the rarest unique sword that is, besides like the 1% rank swords. This sword is like 10 months old, which is really old for bladeball standards. It's already got a bunch of sellers for it, and now it's going to be required to buy a booth. And I don't know why I'm fighting. I thought I went AFK, but oh, look at that. It doesn't even have a slash effect. That's how old it was. This 1% sword is so old that slash effects weren't even there yet. Oh, look how bad it looks. And it's going to be worth more than like every single limited. I am like 900% sure it is this sword that you need. It could be another serpent sword, however I don't think any is as rare. And I died. It could be another serpent sword, however I don't think any serpent sword is actually as rare as this sickle. It could be, no, it's not. It's definitely not limited. Yeah, so I'm like 999% sure this will be it. This is only testing server, so you might be able to buy these with Robux eventually, like everything in bladeball. However, that is all for this video. If you did like it, then please go ahead, like, subscribe, and I'm actually going to be streaming the update when it comes out, so I shall catch you all then, and goodbye.